Hi everybody, so I hope this works. I'm going to do this video so I can put it in the group for the crop this weekend. So if anybody misses it when I actually do it live in the group, which I'm going to attempt to do as well, that you can still go back and look at this. So everybody should have a canvas in their goodie bag. I'm just gonna use a small one, but you guys have a bit of a bigger one. And I just thought I would show you how to use up some of your stuff when you're some of your paper and stuff that you have. So I'm going to try to put this down and make sure that it works. So hopefully you guys can see what I am doing. I haven't done this before, so hopefully you can see everything. So like I said, you'll have your canvas. I just grabbed some scraps that I had in different sizes. I know some of my papers I keep all my bits and pieces, others I don't. And then you just need to have some glue. You can use Mod Podge. You want something that is like a fairly thin glue and something that's going to dry clear. So one of the examples I've got is the soft gel medium. So you can use that because this will actually dry clear. Another one, I think the one I'm going to actually use is this. It's the soft gloss gel. I've got so many of these different things, so I'm just going to use this one. But you can use anything if you've got Mod Podge, if you've got anything, any kind of glue. You can actually just use, you could use a tape runner if you wanted to, and then some of your edges might stick up a little bit, which is fine. Just want you to use whatever you've got. So you can use the pieces like this if you want. I decided I want some rough edges, so I've actually already pre-torn some of these. So what I'm going to do, yeah, so when I do something like this, I do tend to kind of, sometimes I'll place things out first just to see how they're gonna go. And this is, it's basically kind of like it's kind of a collage. Okay, that one is too small, so I want something bigger. Let's try this one. And like I said, I'm tearing it so that you can see the white pieces, because I like the little white edge that's sticking around. I decided to leave the back parts, or these along the edges, not with the torn, but you can tear both sides if you want. Let's see, what else have we got here? Oh, here. Let's do the octopus one. Maybe what I'll do. Oh, see, this is, and like I said, I was kind of trying some different things. That's one reason that I tend to place things down first before I do them. Because that, like I decided I'm trying to break up the blue and the brown. Hopefully I get this to work. Trying to have enough pieces so that things are different. And of course, when I start gluing down, I could end up changing my mind completely, so who knows? All right, so I think this is roughly what I want to do, so I'm just going to get rid of these that are in the way. But yeah, if you're like me, I got lots of different bits and pieces, so okay. Let's try this now. So then what you do is you just get some of this stuff on there. I usually put some down underneath first. I mean, if you got a bigger canvas, you might only want to do it in sections. This is this is kind of a small canvas, and I'm going to actually have it go over the edges, because then once this is dry, I'll probably just rough up the edges. So then it actually might not end up being flat on the edges. Okay, see, and I just realized I just made a mistake, but luckily with this, you can kind of lift up. I didn't want this side to be showing, so I'm gonna lift up and do this. And then I do have to put a little bit of glue back down when I do that. And like I said, I put glue above and below just because it gets a bit of a better stick that way. And then, like I said, I'll show you my fun little tool. I don't know if everybody has one of these. Got this. This is my edging tool, so I can actually just use this to distress, but I'm going to have to let this sit overnight, and it's going to have to sorry, it's going to have to dry everything dry first. And see, like I said, it did it again. But that's the nice part. As long as you don't get this down and drying too fast, you should be able to get everything sort of stuck down. Oh. Let's do this way. There we go. And it's just a little bit of playing, you know, so kind of a fun way to do this. And you might notice it lifting a bit like this is, but that's fine because afterwards we'll go over it a bit and it will, I can use the edge of this to have it go down. I also might lift it a bit and then have it put some more glue and go down. A little bit of a bubble is not really a big deal. Okay. Like I said, it's just a way to use up your leftover pieces. So, and I've got a little bit of a space there, but I'm not really worried about that because this is actually just going to be a background piece. And I mean, you can, if you like how it looks, you can leave it as is, but I'm doing this as a background because I'm either going to add, I'm probably going to add a picture to it. I'm pretty much definitely going to add a picture to it. So this is just my background for my picture. So if there's a little bit sticking up there, there's a little bit of a space there, you can see that I didn't quite line everything up. That's okay. And then what I'm going to do, that's a different brown piece. Where we go? Let's try this. Okay, because I want to have, oh, actually this will work. I wanted to cover up those spots. So that's actually, look at that. I did this without even realizing it. There we go. Oh, piece is not quite, see, this piece is not quite as big as I want, so I'm going to find a different one. Excuse me while I look for another piece. There we go. I think, oh, might use this one, but I'm going to have to do that. And since I don't want that flat piece there, and I just did the wrong piece again. Oh, I can't find a piece I want, you guys. Sorry about that. You guys are having to, oh, let's try this. I know it's brown against brown, but that's okay. It's a different pattern. This is a figure it out as we go. So yeah, it's just a fun way to use up all your extra pieces. And see, once I lifted that up a bit, and then put it back down again. We'll get some more glue under there. Like I said, a little bit of bubbling isn't really a big deal because it's just a background. Just make sure I get everything. So there you go. And then of course the long part is we do have to wait for this to dry. So, and as you can see, it goes over the edges. So I'm going to actually sand those down once this is dry. But see, like I said, this is lifting a little bit, so we'll just put in a little bit more glue underneath there and it will dry flat afterwards. Show you another little trick. So one thing you can do is if you've got a bone folder, just take your bone folder and go like that, and that'll get out any bubbles. And that should make it lay flat. Gets rid of some of the extra that you got here. Get this out of the way. Let's do it once more. So there you go. There is our piece. And then once this dries, when I show you guys how to do it, I'll be able to show you the dry one on the weekend. But then what you do, like I'm not going to touch this because it's going to dry, but then what I would do, this is not the picture I would use because this one's too big. But basically you could put your picture down, add some trinkets, add some flowers, and this becomes a nice background. Like this picture's too big. I would probably have a little one. Probably find something from one of my cruises and stick it right in the middle. Because this is a smaller canvas, but you guys have a bigger one, so you could use one like that. But there you go. There is how to use up your papers on your canvas. Hope you guys like it, and I'll show you again on the weekend. Bye.